So I was able to build this beautiful 1080p monster for under 300 bucks. Now you guys are wondering, how did I get this PC for 300 bucks? Stay tuned. I'll tell you how I got it. So the first part I want to show is this B450 Steel Legend motherboard combo. Actually came with the CPU installed, and it is the Ryzen 5 3600. Great value CPU, and actually got this off OfferUp. The guy was selling it for 45 bucks, and I was able to snatch it off of him. Beautiful deal. Now this beautiful graphics card here, I was able to get for a total of $0. Yes, it was free. This is the 2070 Super. Next, I was able to get this T-Force kit of RAM. It has 32 gigabytes and it is clocked at 3600 megahertz. And for storage, we have this Gen 4 1 terabyte M.2 from Kingston. And for this power supply, I'm going to be using this Seasonic Focus 750 watt 80 plus gold that I also was able to get for free. And for the cooling in this system, I'm using the ID Cooling SC214XT. So before I put everything in the case, I haven't had a chance to test it out yet. This is going to be my first attempt. And as you see, I'm trying to short it out. And actually, I believe it didn't work the first time. Yeah, it didn't. So the second time, there we go. And let's see if we get a post. And we were able to get a post. It took a little bit, but we was able to get a post. So that's a good thing. Now I can start putting this thing in the case and get this PC built. So the story of how I was actually able to get these parts for free was one day a customer comes into our shop and he says he wants to upgrade his PC to be able to play games in 1440p. So we take a look at his PC, we set it on the bench, and we notice he has a processor of the Ryzen 9 5950X. So he wasn't too worried about the processor, but he did have a 2070 Super, as you see in this video. We told him, you're going to have to upgrade your graphics card, which he was absolutely okay with. And I asked him what his budget was. He said, I don't really have a budget, but I want to be able to get the graphics card today. I don't want to order it. I don't want to wait a couple of days. I want it today. So he kind of had our hands tied, because I wasn't initially gonna just say, hey, if you don't have a budget, why not just go get the 4090? But since he wants it today, we don't really have a micro center close. The only place we have that will really have graphics cards in stock is, of course, Best Buy. So we sent him down to Best Buy, say, hey, they should have the 7800 XT, which was perfect for him because it can play games in 1440p, and he didn't have to upgrade his power supply. When I tell you this man goes to Best Buy and then he comes back with a 1300 watt power supply and a 7800 XT that we told him to get, the first thing I asked him is, why did you buy this 1300 watt power supply when we told you your power supply was sufficient enough? He was like, hey, I just want to future proof for when I do upgrade the 7800 XT in like a year or two. So I just went ahead and just bought this one, and I should be fine with this one for a long time. I was like, yeah, that's fine with me. Whatever you want to do is your money. So we installed it for him. We did all the driver updates and everything, and he was very grateful to us. And we asked him, what do you want to do with your old parts? He was like, I don't want to go the route of selling it. I don't really have the time. If you want it, you can have it. So here I am today, putting it into a PC. Shout out to that guy. I hope he's having a great time with his PC. And I thank him for allowing me to have these parts. And here's the final build. The total cost to build this was $264.16. I put a price sheet up on the screen so you guys can see it, but I was able to sell it the very next day for a total of $775, and that gave me a profit of over $510. This is probably the best profit I ever made on any PC. Shout out to the guy for giving me the free parts. I didn't even get a chance to benchmark test the PC because it sold the very next day. Luckily, I was able to get all the drivers installed. But see you guys next time on the next build.